Ladies and gentlemen, Wrestling Paradox Podcast, episode 12. Chris, we made it this far.
No, it's a dozen.
It's a dozen. Next week's a baker dozen. So
Yeah.
It's a dozen. All right. I like bakers. They give us donuts. Wrestling Paradox Podcast, episode 12. We are talking about AEW Fyter Fest tonight.
Night one. There's 2 nights to this thing, and night one delivered.
But don't forget, you can follow us here, Wrestling Paradox Podcast. Make sure you like and subscribe to the video. Twitter, Podcast Paradox. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Yep.
All right. So tonight, night one, Fyter Fest. We're not going to be discussing both shows in one episode. We feel like both shows were extremely good. Both shows deserve their own episodes. So tonight, if you can't tell by this beautiful Burberry scarf official, right off Burberry.com/backorder Japanese.
Yeah, Burberry.
Oh, there was a K in there. All right. So let's open up the show. Fyter Fest, night one. The opening, amazing. It was great. I liked how they reviewed the matches going into tonight. It wasn't just the regular opening of Fyter Fest or of AEW Dynamite. Yeah, of Dynamite. They really dug in. They started it. For the moment that opening happened, I was like, I like that. I don't see that often. It's not something you see often where they preview the matches of the opening song. It's usually the opening song, then they preview matches. So that was pretty cool right there.
It was almost like the old Saturday night main event, or not Saturday night main event, but WCW Saturday night, where they, showed you like the match card and everything like that before the show started. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, so I was a fan of that idea. So first thing that comes out, man, Jericho. And I'm gonna let you take over here, but before you do, I'm gonna let you know, without Sammy Guevara, that song is just not as impactful for me.
It was impactful. He was wearing a Canadian jacket which was actually pretty awesome.
Happy Canada Day.
Yeah, it was Canadian Day.
French fries and gravy.
Poutine.
So go ahead, man. Talk about Jericho, him coming out. Like, I thought it was pretty cool. I liked it.
Yeah, I always like him on commentary. But the first match was Wardlow and MJF versus Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
MJF gets on the mic and rips Jungle Boy and Lucha apart. He states that AEW is in a ratings war, and he's the reason why they're winning.
Yes. This was, if you ever have to ask yourself why AEW won by getting MJF, watch that promo. MJF is the future. The kid is just money. And he's everything that he can get in the ring, he can cut a promo on a broom, and he can get the broom over. And he knows how to talk. He knows how the words flow. And him throwing out Luke's money, where he's like, you should be home counting your daddy's money to Jungle Boy. Ooh, that was he brings the best out, man.
Yeah, too soon.
Yeah, I mean, Jungle Boy thought it was too soon.
I mean, and also we've passed over and glazed over that he was wearing the most atrocious.
He looked
pink
great.
Tights.
He looked great.
No, he did not.
It
was terrible. It was the worst thing since John Cena's career.
Is this the match you would have let off with if you were writing?
No.
No?
No.
Who do you lead off with first?
I think the next match was a better match.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
I would have done the second match first, then put this one on.
I like it because I like the MJF promo. It fit. So it fit the ratings war thing. He addressed it right away. He put it out in the open and got it out of the way. So it fit.
You could put that promo anywhere.
It fit in the beginning of the show. And I think it was a great match to open up with. I really do, because you have Wardlow and Luchasaurus who are fun to watch. They're definitely growing in the ring. Wardlow is looking better and better. And then you have MJF and Jungle Boy going at it. And those two, they obviously work really well together. This is their third match, I think. Second or third match?
Third.
And, dude, separately, these two matches are great. But together, they're better.
I mean, we talked about it last week. Wardlow and Luchasaurus in a match, I think of solo, without a stipulation, without a lumberjack, without a tag team. I don't think they're it's a barn burner. But I think if you add Jungle Boy and MJF, who can take majority of the bumps,
there's a lot of bumps too.
Yeah. I mean, especially that big Canadian destroyer from Jungle Boy off of Lucha and Wardlow's back.
That part of the match where I talked about it is in all caps, so I addressed that. However, did you know that this is the first time that Wardlow and MJF had tag team together?
Yes.
And
they stated that 17 times during the match, by the way.
Yes, and they look great. They work so well together.
Well that MJF punched him in the face with a ring.
He did not. His hand was kicked.
Well, how about at the end when he missed and then MJF goes, "You can't do anything right."
If you're gonna quote him, it's "Can you do anything right?" Because Wardlow messes up everything. MJF is the GOAT, and Wardlow is just ruining it all.
So when Jericho calls next week, will you say the same thing?
What are you talking about?
When he calls in on the Zoom, are you gonna say it to his face?
Oh yes. Oh, I'm gonna tell him straight to his face. I did like Jericho. Hold on now. I did like Jericho on commentary because he's a heel.
Oh yeah,
he's definitely a heel. But he sold Lucha Express and some of the moves they're pulling off.
I loved it when he called them when Lucha and Wardlow first stood up face to face. He goes, "It's like Godzilla and King Kong battling it out." And Wardlow hit a Hurricanrana. Did you notice that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I did like there was all right. So you start off with Wardlow and who wasn't Wardlow and Lucha who started the match?
No.
Who was it? No, it was MJF and Jungle Boy.
Yep.
I'm losing it. Well, because the spot that I'm thinking about MJF was on the outside, so I apologize. So you have MJF and Jungle Boy open the match, and some of the spots where Wardlow, they cut off the ring, they kept him in the corner, like that's like pure tag team action, and they were doing it so swiftly, and then when Jungle Boy jumped over and he tried to do the reverse Hurricanrana and MJF caught him, and Wardlow knew, boom, go for the boot. Like they done that 10 times, this year. They never done it. So they worked very smooth together. That's why I'm kind of upset now that this breakup's coming, because I feel like they're starting to mesh a little more. And last night I think we saw something in the ring between the two of them to where they could go on for tag team action. But the tag team is stacked right now. You don't need them as a tag team. You can split them up easily.
Right. And so Lucha gets the win with a chokeslam standing moonsault combo, which is very underrated for a guy his size. He made it look like effortlessly. MJF walks away from Wardlow.
Storms away.
Yeah. So maybe a turn is on the horizon?
Oh, it's definitely on the horizon.
Now,
definitely
who will turn? Will Wardlow turn?
Wardlow's going to turn. Okay. Wardlow's gonna smack up MJF, definitely. So all right, we know who won. Thank you, but we got to go back to this spot. Okay, so all four men are down, right? And I'm gonna paint the picture. If you haven't seen it,
I already know what you're talking about.
If you haven't seen it, I don't know if you haven't. I know you've seen these beautiful shirts that are available right now, 1995.
Yeah,
that's what I know you do see. If you missed
it's on the WWE network. It's on the WWE
network. We're getting sued. So all four men are down right now. Let me paint the picture for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They count to 5. And that's the spot call. MJF and Jungle Boy both kick up like Shawn Michaels in the 90s. So about 3 seconds, I think they counted the 3 in their head, or the ref stomped his foot, and both Wardlow and Luchasaurus kick up. That was kind of a cool spot.
Well, I think how they worked it out was at that time it was Lucha and Wardlow were the legal men, so they probably said MJF and Jungle Boy. If once they got to their feet, the count had to keep going. So they would kick up first at 5, and then once the ref got to 8, then Lucha and Wardlow would kick up at the same time.
Yeah.
That's how that spot worked out.
So they all kick up same time.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Lucha and Wardlow close on each other out. Boom. Right there in the middle of everything. Simultaneously, they both roll over onto their backs.
Mm-hmm.
Or roll over onto their hands and knees, sitting in a kneeling position.
Downward dog.
Mm-hmm. And Jungle Boy jumps them both back to back. Boop, boop. And then hits a Canadian Destroyer on MJF, destroying this whole fucking spot, burning it down, throwing it out the window because that's the worst fucking move. It doesn't make sense. It's not real. You ruined the greatest spot of the night. That spot was amazing.
Well, Jericho loved it because he said, "Oh, it's a Canadian Destroyer on Canada night."
Of course. So, and then can we talk about the Swanton Bomb
that he missed by a mile?
It looked good though. It looked good. His ponytail caught the face mask just a little bit, and that's all you need in wrestling.
Yeah.
However, Jeff Hardy's missed a couple. Let's calm down. This guy's missed one.
But he's been high on pills and cocaine, so it doesn't make a difference.
Okay, but him missing 1,000 of them is not as bad as him missing one of them. Calm down. It's not that big of a deal. Wardlow missed it, but he looked good doing it.
Wardlow's done one, missed one, so he's 0 for 1. I'm just letting you know. He's not doing. Doesn't have a good batting percentage at doing.
Is LeBron the GOAT or is Michael the GOAT?
Michael Jordan is.
All right. All right. So I really wanted MJF to win, but he didn't get pinned, which is kind of going to lead to the breakup a little bit. You gave me another loss on my record. You're a bum. You ruined everything. Blah blah blah. So that match took all of 12 minutes.
I think it was 12 minutes and 17 seconds.
12 minutes. Yes. Started at 8:06, ended at 8:17.
Mm-hmm.
So where does this match rank on the Thrasher household scale?
I'll give it 3.25 stars.
Give me the face. You got to make a noise so the camera goes to you. That's the Thrasher scale. I like this match. I thought it was really worked well. I thought both teams delivered.
I think it was rushed at the end. It was really rushed at the end.
Yeah. This match going on first really set a standard for the rest of the show. I think they did very well.
I think the next match should have went first.
All right.
I think the next match was probably one of the matches of the night. And that's
all right, let's go.
Very rare for me to say.
All right, calm down. Let's go to our first promo.
Dude, it's a big pay-per-view next week.
All right, before we dig into this, I have one question. Why is Fyter Fest following this? Why isn't Fyter Fest in 5 weeks?
I mean, because they got to set up. I mean, the only thing I have a problem with is there's no storylines for the next pay-per-view.
Exactly. I mean, why isn't it 5 weeks away? Why is it in 2 weeks? The week after day number 2 Fyter Fest.
I have no idea who's in the Puppy Battle Royale. I don't know. There's no.
All right. So that was going to be my Puppy Battle Royale is better than your Puppy Battle Royale, AEW. The Puppy Battle Royale that I know about is the same one that was going through Jim Ross's brain last night when he was cutting the promo for this damn thing. Jim Ross is like, I know where Jerry the King is right now.
During the Puppy Battle Royale, it would be a whole lot better if Michael Vick was a ref on the outside.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that would be.
And he's just standing there with a shovel.
Loser gets it.
A shovel and lighter fluid. That's all he's got.
All right.
But so you know the reason why, right? You know the reason why they're doing this?
Why?
Because Cody's dog just passed away. So
the white one?
No, not Pharaoh. It was the first
Pharaoh.
dog. The first dog that him and Brandy got together, and they're really big into like the Humane Society and donations and everything like that to like Georgia. So in the dog's name and the honor, they're doing this, and it's like a charity type deal, and all the proceeds are going to go back to the Humane Society in Georgia. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool.
So let me ask you a question. What happens when one of those dogs goes wild and just fucking rips another one's neck off?
I mean, I don't
shoot.
I don't think that they had a problem during the Puppy Bowl, during the Super Bowl. So
dog took a piss. I remember that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next spot we have is Murder Hawk trying to. It looked like I thought he was trying to kidnap Joey Janela.
I thought he was trying to get Sonny Kiss's digits.
Yo. All right. So I cannot believe, again, and I'm not going to dig into this too far, a man that backed down from Enzo Amore is going to try and go after Lance Archer. Okay, I don't believe it. So I'm sorry.
I think you're going to be so upset when Joey Janela wins next week.
What? No. They care about wrestling still, right? AEW wouldn't do that, would they?
Yeah, I think they would. Because they're going to try to push Sonny Kiss and Joey Janela.
So, folks, after that happens next week, we will no longer be doing reviews of AEW. We are going to be strictly NXT and Ring of Honor. Actually, TNA. I'll do some TNA.
Hey, did you see? Okay, I know we talk about TNA, or anything like that.
Not yet, at least. We may have to, if I can figure out how to watch the fucking show.
Did you see on the Twitter machine that Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, put up a tweet of him in the bathroom flexing, and he said, 18 days, I'm not there, I'm here. And that was June 30th or July 1st, and the Slammiversary pay-per-view is July 18th. Heath Slater did the same thing.
I saw Heath Slater's, yeah.
So this is, I don't know. I might be a conspiracy theorist or anything like that, but everything with Luke Gallows and Anderson. I do know that Gallows owns his own wrestling promotion in Georgia, and I think him and Anderson might be developing their own, like another one. I don't know. There's a lot of speculations, but I read last night that they are almost 100% signed already with Impact.
Yeah, I heard they're pretty much signed with Impact as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Heath Slater going to Impact would not surprise me. Zack Ryder would surprise me very much going to Impact.
I guarantee you those guys get over, though. I guarantee you.
I think that puts TNA right back on the map.
I think if you can have Gallows and Anderson as the Good Brothers, as a tag team, and then you have Matt Cardona, because he's not going to use Zack Ryder, and Heath Slater as a tag team. Whew, that'll be a big fuck you to WWE.
Oh yeah, and they're both going to go on win streaks and have to meet right in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So next, starting at hour 8-minute 28, Sheeta versus Penelope Ford.
I think one of the matches of the night, hands down. And I'm not that big on women's wrestling. On I'm not chauvinistic, but women's wrestling lately. If you take out Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley and everything, it's not really good. Mm-hmm. I think this match told a story. And if Penelope Ford wasn't a legit wrestling star, she became one last night.
Do you think the 4 horsewomen are before their time? Do you think – because I felt like that was the 4 women who kind of turned wrestling around a little bit, because Paige was still diva-esque. But those 4 horsewomen, they really became women's wrestling instead of just divas. Were they before their time? Because now wrestling is kind of going back almost, it feels, to that hair pulling kind of deal.
I don't think they were before their time. I think it's just they were right where they needed to be for women's wrestling. Because if not, it would have just been a comedy act, the bras and panties matches, evening.
Are you complaining?
It's kind of like Jerry Springer back in the day. It was always the same episode, just a different title.
You don't remember? You don't miss what was her name? BB and Nicole Bass.
Oh gosh. I mean, honestly,
I was ranked.
if
Yo,
you want
that woman was
look at
disgusting.
like women's like interaction in wrestling, you go back and watch any ECW TV, hardcore TV, pay-per-view. They didn't have women's wrestling on the card. What they did was they had the valets get involved. You had Francine go after Beulah. You had,
Yes.
it was always a cat fight, and everything like that, because of the fact that at that time women's wrestling was a joke. It wasn't on mainstream TV. You had to import all these, Japanese wrestlers like Bull Nagano, was it Killer Kong or whatever the older Japanese woman that was on AEW. But
Oh
you
yeah, I
had
remember.
and against Medusa and everything. So there was really no women's wrestlers. So before the women's like four horsewomen, tell me who a real women's wrestler was, not a Tori Wilson. Maybe a Trish Stratus and Mickey
Yeah, I was gonna say
James.
Trish, Lita, Mickey.
Yeah, exactly. Again, so that's you go back to like Bull
Who was that?
Nagani.
Who was that? Oh, what was that Asian chick name in TNA for a while?
Gail Kim.
Gail Kim. Gail Kim. Yes.
You know who she's married to?
Who?
Do you know that show Restaurant Impossible on Food Channel?
No, I don't watch it. I'm
He
sorry.
goes in and he like fixes all these like restaurants and like changes
She's
their.
married to him.
Yep. I found that out during quarantine. I was watching it and he was doing like a Zoom chat and Gail Kim was in. I was like, oh, that's Gail Kim.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I actually went back and watched when she like quit WWE. She just kind of rolled out the ring and walked away.
Yeah, because they wanted her to do a stupid stipulation match.
Yeah, she's like, no, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Catching. I'm going to the airport and going the first thing heading south.
I mean, but again, like, do you classify Mickey James as a women's wrestler, or is she? Because Mickey James really did nothing to me, like when it comes to women's wrestling.
No, I did like her second run with Alexa.
Yeah, but
I did like that run.
She did nothing for me. You can see every move when she does it. Every move is scripted because she does it like a kick is so elongated.
Yeah. What about like a Molly Holly?
Again, it's just I don't know. I think the women's wrestling, the four horsewomen came right at the perfect time.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. All right, so back to Fyter Fest. That's what we're here for.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just tell you, if you're still here with us, which I'm sure all of you are, we are trying to add a third show in. And this isn't going to be an AEW show, a WWE show, topic night. No, this is going to be a wrestling show. It's going to be about recent topics.
It's going to be called the 9 o'clock love hour.
The 9 o'clock.
The power hour. Freak me, baby.
Start your day with a mouthful of J. What's up? All right, so what we're going to be trying to do like a topic show. We're going to be trying to do a topic show and kind of just like a review show almost, like what's going on in wrestling this week. So be on the lookout. Third show will be coming to y'all shortly. We already got Thursday nights and Saturday nights. Thursday nights is our wars. Welcome to the war zone. And then Saturday night's our topic night where we discuss a different topic. And tonight is your night, and it's worst. So get to thinking on that.
Also, the topic night's not going to be around for the next 2 weeks because what we're doing is on Thursday we're going to dedicate to the AEW Fyter Fest, and then what it was supposed to be our topic night, we're going to do NXT because the shows need, their own
separate shows.
Yeah, so that we don't run through like if we get tired or bored at the end where we just go, oh yeah, this match was good, blah blah blah. We want to give each match their own, calling.
There you go. So real quick, I want to, because you have a very big interest in this match, and I know you love talking about this match, so I'm going to let you take over, but I'm going to bring up two things really quick. During the match, all right, whatchamacallit, she kicked out, Ford kicked out of a Falcon Arrow,
Mm-hmm.
and Excalibur goes, no one kicks out of a Falcon Arrow.
No, she didn't kick out of the Falcon area. She rolled. She did a reverse roll up.
No. Towards the end of the match, because I have it right here. It's towards the end of the match. Said Ford kicks out of Falcon Arrow. Excalibur says no one rolls out of Falcon Arrow. Tune in. And I wrote, tune in on Mondays. Everybody kicks out of the fucking Falcon Arrow.
Yeah, but they're not women, and that's number one. And number two, it's not Sheeta's Falcon Arrow.
Oh, it's Seth Rollins.
Right.
The true original of Falcon Arrow. So and then my other one, and this is it. I found out Jericho hates the word grit, and I do too. So he's like no one knew this word before 2020. Thanks, Edge. All right, Chris, take over.
All right, I think this match was awesome from start to beginning. Penelope Ford looked amazing last night when she came out. That hint of purple hair was breathtaking. I love how Sabian came out with her, and he kicked out right before the match. It's so old school. Just, I mean, you can go back to any like old NWA where J.J. Dillon would come down with Ric Flair during the Horseman run, and before the match was going to start, the ref would kick him out, and he would like stomp his foot around, but you know that J.J. Dillon's going to come back. Right out of the bat, it's a good back and forth women's match. Penelope Ford was on offense pretty much the whole beginning quarter of the match. Ford hits a big pump kick that looked very impressive. It looked like it caught Sheeta right in the face. Sheeta hits the Falcon Arrow, goes for the cover, and Ford reverses to a roll-up and almost gets the 3. I think, again, and that was not even halfway through the match. Ford does a Matrix-style reverse when Sheeta tried to splash, and Ford hits a stunner out of it, which impressed the hell out of me. And if you looked on Twitter right after that, it was like, I mean, gif after gif after gif after gif of just Ford doing this Matrix style like duck, and then hits a stunner on Sheeta. Sabian comes in and tries to hit Sheeta with a kendo stick, but gets it himself. Ford misses a big moonsault, and during the moonsault, if you looked on the right-hand corner, right by the post, you saw Brian Pillman Jr. standing there. He was in the crowd. Sheeta hits multiple running knees, then hits the Falcon Arrow. Ford kicks out at 2. Sheeta then waits till Ford sits back up, hits a third running knee for the victory. I give it a 4-star match. 4 stars. And that's not only because a Japanese woman was in the match.
Yo, I'm sorry. I was just watching Penelope Ford doing the backwards thing the whole time. I'm exhausted. It was beautiful. Great camera angle, obviously. No, yes. This was a great match. I was very impressed with this match. Very excited for this match. I'm not a huge fan of Sheeta. However, I do give her props, her credit. She is very good in the ring. I thought she was dropping the belt to Ford last night.
The way they was looking, it looked like it was going to happen.
I thought they were going to drop the belt to Ford last night through the whole match. I felt Ford was taking it. I said it's Ford's match. I was kind of hoping for Ford to win, and maybe she kind of start doing like her own thing.
Well, that was my next question I was going to ask you is, now that last night with the performance that she did, that she put up, she's a crowd favorite now.
Oh, easily. She definitely outshines Kip Sabian.
So now what do you do? Now that she's a crowd favorite and Kip Sabian's playing the whole heel, now what? You know?
Lit.
And it just leaves Kip Sabian on an island by himself because you have Jimmy Havoc in rehab. And so now what do you do? And Kip Sabian's a good talent. I like Kip Sabian. But
yeah, I like Kip Sabian too. I think he's very good as a tag team partner. I like him a lot.
Yeah, but if his fiance is, a crowd favorite and he's not, like.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I like them for the split. I really do. This match took about, what was it? 18 minutes?
I think it was a little under 20.
Yeah, just a little under 20.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a pretty good match. Pretty good match. So next, our promo. You say promo of the night. I say it's second best promo.
No.
What?
Not this Taz promo.
Wait, not.
The techniques by Taz is not the promo I'm talking about.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I was confused. I just saw Taz promo on my sheet.
No.
All right. So yes, this was about they showed a little thing about Mox saying he's tough, but he can't really hook the paradigm shift. Which I mean, it's not a lie. Brian Cage is a pretty fucking thick guy. You're not gonna be able to hook that really too good on him. So you're never really gonna fully connect. You're just basically gonna have a DDT.
Well, I mean, you look at it. He couldn't hook it on Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. I mean, the closer we get, the more I think they're gonna take the title off Mox.
I can see it, and I wouldn't hate it.
No, I wouldn't hate it either. I think it would look good. Taz carrying around the belt and having Brian Cage just stand there like Brock does.
Yeah.
Yo, can you imagine? I wonder how proud Paul Heyman is of Taz right now. He's kind of just moved into his managerial role, and it's Brock and Heyman 2.0 over on AEW on Wednesday nights.
Yeah,
it's really turning into it, and man, they look oddly similar. The fat little dude with no hair with the fucking big ass monster.
Hey, how about this? You can go if you want to go even crazier. If Cage does win the belt, how awesome would it be if you would have a 4-way for the belt? You would all the big men: Lance Archer, Brody Lee, Brian Cage, and Luchasaurus.
Where's my dog Wardlow falling at?
He's too green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's still too green.
What are your thoughts on the running F10? I hate it. I hate it. It's not good. It's a total ripoff, and I feel like WWE's kind of like, oh, nice shot. It's weak as fuck.
I mean, you can put Wardlow in Luchasaurus' spot. I mean, you'd have Wardlow, Brody Lee, Brian Cage, and Lance Archer. I mean, that would be a good match.
Yeah. All right. So we move into the next match. Hour 8, minute 49. Jake Hager.
Right at the 9 o'clock hour.
Right at the 9 o'clock hour. I give him credit for this. I think it was a good match to put there. Jake Hager, who forgot his wrestling trunks in the back, apparently, wearing boxer briefs.
Came out with his smoke show of a wife.
Oh, my God. Versus Cody.
Came out with a shirt that, I mean,
it was great. What a shot.
Dagger in the heart of WWE.
The old school letters.
And it just says the Great American Nightmare in the Great American Bash old school font and logo.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
I almost ordered one. I almost ordered one when he came out.
Are they up for sale?
Yes, they are.
I might just might dig into our company credit card and might go order us too.
Okay.
Huh. That's laundering, sir.
Cody, if you're watching, I'm a size extra large now, so.
Extra. You about to be a large, bro. All right. So here's my problem with the beginning of this. Before the rebellion ring, everybody's still in the ring. Justin Roberts is in the ring still.
They show that stupid thing up on the intercom. I mean, on the Jellotron.
No.
Well, they showed that and it said fouls. I didn't understand what the fouls were.
I didn't know that either. But here's my problem. Did Justin Roberts call him Rock Hard Jake Hager?
Yeah, because that's his nickname in Bellator.
All right, can I do it really quick? How did Willie, what's his name? The dude from The Hangover? Ha! Gay? Yo, that shit was so gay, dog. Yo, my dude, gay as fuck. Yo, how you just call this man Rock Hard? You lost all credibility, bro.
Yeah, that's his nickname in mixed martial arts.
All right, so I got a couple things I got to get off my chest. First of all, is that Jesse Eisenberg is the referee?
It looks like you have a little bit more than a couple things to get off your chest.
Is Jesse Eisenberg is that Jesse Eisenberg the referee?
Yeah, he's shooting the Social Network too.
I thought that's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
Second,
You know
was
what
it
actually
not the
is?
greatest thing?
You know who it is? It's oh man, what's the fucking guy's name? Matthews. He's the Impact
Oh, I know you're talking. Yeah, yeah, Josh
commentator now.
Matthews.
Josh Matthews. Yeah, it's old school Josh Matthews in the ring.
Seriously. Second part. We've all acknowledged that Cody has a chest tattoo on his neck and a neck tattoo on his chest.
Yeah, I want to get a temporary tattoo.
You can take those tattoos and shove them up your ass, Schiavone. Or no, I'm sorry, put the tattoo on your ass, Schiavone.
Yes,
Dude, did you not hear him say that to him?
I did.
It was great. It was great.
I want to get one. I'm gonna put it on my butthole, like on my butthole, so it's
And
more
then
like a
you're gonna
target.
DM that. Are you gonna DM that to Jericho?
Yeah, I'll just tell him on the Zoom call.
That's right, baby. We're getting a Zoom call.
Don't give everyone told up. We don't know yet.
No. You stick with us. We are getting a Zoom call. We don't know what's gonna happen. You don't either. Stick around.
We're just gonna get some guy named Jericho to call us.
All right. So this whole match, I was more focused on the things that weren't even happening in the wrestling ring. Can I give you my notes really quick and then you can review the match? Because this is what I was focused on.
Okay, go ahead.
Did Justin Roberts call him rock hard? Is that Jesse Eisenberg? You can put the tattoo on your ass, Schiavone. Jake looks like he's wearing boxer briefs. Jericho calls Arn Anderson Wilford Brimley.
That's awesome. I love that one.
All right. Excalibur is a fucking moron. He called it a Vader bomb. He should have called it the Hager bomb. Mm-hmm. Rebrand it, repackage it. And that's about it. And then Jake Hager beat up the referee. Out of all that, I have in here nice suplex on the floor after he fucking choked out fucking Arn Anderson. That's all I had. That's my only note from the match. I liked the match. It was a good match. I admit it.
Well,
you
missed the big spot. You missed the big spot of the match that I actually had to show Crystal when I rewound it. And I was like, look, you have to see this. Like, this is so funny. At the end, when he's got the ankle lock on Cody and Cody goes to the ropes and Hager's wife slaps him, you can see she looks at the camera like, oh, my God, I slapped him too hard. Like, she goes, oh, like with that puzzled look on her face. Like, she didn't mean to do it.
Look, I acknowledge this. I hate Cody Rhodes. It is not known. If you are a fan of this show, you know how much I do not like the Rhodes family. This was a great match. I liked it. I thought Cody put on an excellent match. The cutter from the top rope spring, end of the cut. Oh my God, that was beautiful.
Yep.
That should get a 3 count in any company.
Yep. To
hit that, and he kind of looked over his left shoulder to kind of throw it off, and he was actually hitting from the right shoulder. Great, dude. Cody Rhodes, I know you're watching because this is where you get all your ideas for Impact. I mean Dynamite. I forget what show you're on. This this was a great match for you, Cody. I'm talking to Cody, no one else. This is to Cody. I know he's watching, so it's okay.
Yeah, again, I think it was a great match. The reason why I liked it so much is because it wasn't your traditional pro wrestling style match. It was more of like, I'm gonna stand there and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Type. That great suplex on the outside after Hager went after Wilford Brimley, and I love Anderson's face when Hager put his hands around it. All you saw was like, like
yeah,
he was choking on a chicken wing.
Yeah. This match went all of about 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Past the 9 o'clock hour.
Yep. So yeah, that was nice. Ended about 9:05, 9:04. Mm-hmm. Where does this match rank on the Thrasher household scale?
3.5 stars. So it's a.
Nice, sir. I agree with you. 3.5 stars is a fair ranking for this match. All right, next. We had anything else you want to talk about on that match? Are you good?
You had Darby Allin promo after this.
Yeah, a weird Darby Allin promo about skateboarding again. I'm not medically cleared, or I'm gonna do a fucking backflip. Throw me a beer.
I just think I think he might have had the coronavirus.
That sounds actually probably true.
Because
However,
he's just been out for so long, and I don't get the whole. I mean, unless he was legitimately hurt during the ladder match, like I thought he was, but I mean, he should have been back by now, actually at the tapings or on TV or something, you know.
yeah, something. I did like the backflip onto the skateboard. That was fucking pretty clean. That was dope. That was dope. Orange Cassidy comes out. I don't know why for this match. It did not make sense to me, but
It's to get Jericho off color.
yeah, okay.
That's it. That's the only reason why he came out.
Was it? Why are they getting Jericho off color so early?
Because
I liked him on color. I thought he was gonna do the whole thing.
No, because for the last match, you're not gonna have Jericho and FTR on the set. It would just throw off the ending. I said the same thing, but why OC was coming out, but then once I thought about it and looked at it and watched it, it's just not. Yeah, it's not gonna. It wouldn't fit right at the end.
Yeah. So we have at hour 9, minute 12, we have Santana and Ortiz versus Private Party, and Matt Hardy comes out with Private Party.
Mm-hmm. The Hardy Party.
The Hardy Party. It was a great start to the match.
Yep.
The match was okay. I've seen better from both teams. I think it was overwhelming.
I did not like Private Party did back-to-back dives to the outside at the beginning. I think that was.
Well, I thought it was actually pretty cool because I said Cassidy and Quinn bringing out the inner Hardys.
Yeah, I wasn't. I remembered my notes. I'm not a big fan of the consistent dives to the outside by Private Party. I think it halted the match a little bit before it started.
I do find it funny that there is an Orange Cassidy and a Mark Cassidy. Or what's his name?
Isaiah Cassidy.
Isaiah Close. Sorry, Mark Quinn I was thinking of. Isaiah Cassidy and Orange Cassidy. WWE has never done that. So I was surprised when they had Hunter Hearst Helmsley and they still brought out Hurricane Helms. I for sure thought they were changing his last name.
I mean, you have the Los Conquistadors, so
you are stuck on these Los Conquistadors. Refer back to episode 11.
Los Conquistadors.
All right.
Motherfucker.
Jesus. Are you still on Jim Cornette, man? All right. Santana Ortiz. This is a family show, you fuck, man. Jesus.
Show her the big show, motherfucker.
Do this. I can't work like this.
Give her your mayonnaise. Extra mayonnaise.
All right, we got to carry on with the show, man.
Motherfucker.
You're out of control.
Goddamn.
All right. I'm just baked, man. I can't do it. All right.
No, I mean it was an okay match.
Where do you give this match, man? Where do you rank it?
I give it 3 stars. I give it 3 stars.
Give it that much?
Meh.
2.5.
Yeah, I mean it's. I don't get why Matt. I understand why Matt Hardy was out there, but I don't get why he was out there. With Private Party, when they do these big spots and only on pay-per-views, I noticed it, or on pay-per-view shows, that a lot of their dive spots, you can see they're heavily scripted because they look at each other and they count. They like bob their heads and count and everything like that. But if they're on Dynamite, it's not like that. So it's, again, it was 2 3/4, 3-star match. It was nothing spectacular.
No. All right. Yeah, that's right. Like I said, both teams were very underwhelming to me. It was nothing special. So we have a Hangman and Omega promo. Then we move on to your promo of the night. Again, wrong. Let me give you the trump. Wrong.
No, this was the best promo of the night. I think it was one of Taz's best promos since he's been in AEW. Because to lead up to the promo, it's released that Mox and Cage are moved to Fight for the Fallen July 15th. So Taz and Cage come out to cut a promo. Taz cuts a scathing promo. He says that AEW doesn't run a sloppy shop. He said Mox has a case of the chicken shits. Chicken shits.
You know, the sloppy shop, that was a nice little shot.
Oh, yeah.
That was a nice little shot. I'm sure McMahon was like, what the fuck, man? Didn't we pay that fat guy enough?
God damn it, pal. Who's this Taz guy?
He looks a lot like the other guy we took from that stupid show in Philly.
Who's this Taz guy? He looks a lot like that little Oompa Loompa that we had in a mechanic's jumpsuit wrestling.
Dude, I watched an interview. Okay, let's go to that. You really want to go to that? That was Taz's idea.
I know it was.
That was Taz's idea to go to that jumpsuit.
Yeah. Because
and he said people were hating him for it. They said that he was like, why is people will come up to him and be like, why is WWE doing this to you? And he's like, no, it was my idea.
Do you know why?
He explained it, but I smoked too much. I forgot.
Because of the fact that his first match was against Kurt Angle, and he ended Kurt Angle's streak, undefeated streak. But he didn't want to be lumped in with Kurt Angle because they both did the same moveset. They both did suplexes. They were both wrestlers and everything like that. So he wanted to be different than Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Makes sense.
He looked like a janitor or / car mechanic.
It looked horrible. I don't know.
Right.
And he wore his singlet under it. That's what he told people. He wore a singlet under it. He said it still felt good to him, like he still felt like he was himself. So, all right. So we move on to the main event.
Yep.
Hangman Adam Page and Kenny Omega.
Bang, bang.
Goodbye and good night.
Mwah.
Versus the best friends. Trent and Chuck, who got dropped off by an Uber. No, wait, it's not an Uber. It's not a Lyft. It's not even DoorDash. It's Trent's mom.
Dude, how awesome was that, though, bro? How awesome was that?
Give me a kiss.
Unique fucking entrance, bro. Unique. But speaking of entrances, I didn't tell you this, but I noticed, and you might have picked this up, I don't know, but every AEW show, when the champ comes out, their banner on the bottom is gold.
Oh, really?
And the challengers are either white or silver.
Oh.
Yeah, I noticed that when Omega and Paige came out. Then I rewound it to see Cody, and Cody's the same way.
Oh. So,
yeah.
real quick. You may have heard us mentioning, or may have been asking yourself, how are they getting Jericho on Zoom? I'll tell you how we're getting Jericho on Zoom. We were one of the first 10. That's right. One of the first 10.
Well, it's not guaranteed yet.
Shut up. Nobody knows that. When you go fishing, if you catch small fish, what do you tell people? Yo, the bad down one. No, I caught this fucking monster. Should have seen it. It's called fish tails. Okay? So anyway.
It's also called clickbait, too.
Hey, we're here, baby. Subscribe. You'll see the interview. Woo! All right. So real quick, this kind of threw me off a little bit because I was like, wait, hold on now. The hashtags. There were 3 picture-in-picture breaks. During each picture-in-picture break, they put up a hashtag. If you were one of the first 10 to do the hashtag, you would win a box. Now there's 9 boxes with prizes, and one's a Chris Jericho Zoom call. The first one came in the Jake Hager versus Cody Rhodes match. The hashtag was fight nightmare.
No, Fyter Nightmare.
Fyter Nightmare.
Mm-hmm.
Cody won that match.
Mm-hmm.
The second match to have a picture-in-picture commercial was Private Party versus Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
The hashtag was Fighter Private Party or something. I think something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
and Private Party won the match.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a third picture coming in the main event, which
and it
I
was
don't.
Fighter Hangman, right? Or Fighter.
No, it was something very. AEW related, not a wrestler related, like AEW related.
Okay.
My first instinct was, oh wait, are they going to show the winner, like pre-hand? I think people have caught on to this now, and they may have fucked themselves, kind of like NXT did, and we're gonna get to that later on. But
if you look at it this way, if you want to talk about fucking themselves, I mean, halfway through the match when they said that whoever won was gonna have to put the belts up on the line against Private Party next week. That match is taking the place over Cage and Mox. Excalibur goes, yeah, they're gonna have to put the titles up two times in a week. And I went, oh, okay.
Fucking moron. This masked idiot needs to get the fuck out of here.
Like, okay, Hangman Omega's winning now.
Yeah, dude.
But get back to the match though. It was a great match. You hated
great
it.
Match.
You hated it.
Look, all right. There were spots on it. Yes, it was a great match. But there were spots where I wasn't really into. I feel like there was a lot of setting up and dancing and.
I'm just gonna let you know, if you put Kenny Omega in the ring, he makes the other person or other team look better or be better.
No, false. Japan Kenny, yes, not American Kenny.
I think any Kenny makes the other person look better.
He's not the cleaner anymore. Cleaner is dead.
Okay, and also name me one other person in the wrestling business that has a better beard than Trent.
No one.
Oh my God, it's the fucking best beard.
Are we in the wrestling business?
No. We're gonna make a run-in.
Okay, all right. Bearded Belly Bullies, baby. It's gonna be our That's gonna be our what's gonna be our alias when we start our new podcast, our next show.
Yeah. So halfway through the match, FTR comes out mid-match with folding chairs and beer. Trent does a great tornado DDT from the top rope. Omega and Page took a lot of big bumps during this match, which, again, this goes back to where I say that Omega makes the other team, the other person look really good.
What is the reason for rules if they don't? What is the reason for rules if they don't abide by them?
I don't know. Ask the United States citizens too, so it doesn't make a difference.
No, all right, dude. Me and Sam got no big fight tonight. Don't even start right now. 10 seconds to get out, and they were in the ring for like 20 seconds. Hangman and Omega, and Aubrey was just like, "Stop counting." She was like 10. He didn't get out. She was like, "Oh, what do we do now? The fuck? Why isn't this guy getting out?"
Well, because if you remember, Chuck rolled out of the ring, so it stops the count, makes the count start over.
It's so stupid.
That's how wrestling works, man.
I hate it. That's Strong Zero, though. Is that what it's called?
Cool,
Strong?
Yeah, it's a cool move, man.
It's a dope little move. It's a dope little move.
And I've always loved Chuck E. T's, Nate O's, Awful Waffle.
Fuck Nate. I swear to God. Fuck Nathan. That son of a bitch does not support our show.
Yeah, well, whatever.
I asked him. I said, "Hey, bro, you been keeping up with the show?" "No, I don't want to watch it." Fuck you, man. Like, we've been best friends for fucking years. You don't want to support my wrestling show? You know who supports my wrestling show? Cody Rhodes, and that's all I need.
You're right. And Penelope Ford and Anna Kendrick, my future ex-wives.
Yo, and Raquel Gonzalez. Oh, I love you, baby. All right.
Trent kicks out of Deadeye, which was very, very surprising to me. That's when I thought, okay, the belts might be coming off of them.
Yeah, that was very interesting as well.
But Hangman hits the buckshot lariat to win, to retain the belts. FTR comes to the ring to congratulate the champs, gives Hangman and Omega beers to celebrate, but Omega pours it out. And pushing and yelling come in, and the Bucks come out to save the day. But who's stuck on the FTR side? Hangman Page. And this is where, before we started recording, I said that, how about this as an idea? You got Cody, Hangman, FTR as the new Four Horsemen, with Arn Anderson replacing the role of J.J. Dillon as the manager. How great would that be?
That would be pretty fucking cool.
Because you got FTR they can replace Tully and Arn Anderson. You can have Hangman as Barry Windham and Cody as Ric Flair.
Is Cody allowed to go after the title yet?
No, he can't.
So then he'll never be Ric Flair.
I mean, he's holding a belt.
Poorly made belt from Afghanistan.
I mean, it gets the job done. I have a belt from Walmart and it holds my pants up.
I got a belt. I got a couple.
All right. And he did absolutely nothing for them, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I won a raffle for this son of a bitch right here. I won a raffle. I got some Fiend plates on the way. These things are look good.
Oh, God.
I'm doing the rest of the show like it.
Motherfucker.
All right, that is night one. Oh, wait, back up. Where do you rank this on the Thrasher scale?
Oh, I give this 4 stars.
4 stars? Very nice.
Yeah, I really, really liked it. Yeah.
You put this over Penelope Ford?
No, Penelope Ford got 4 stars too.
Okay, who's match of the night?
I would say the Penelope Ford match.
Who got move of the night?
It was either Cody's Cutter or the Canadian Destroyer and Jungle Boy.
Cody's Cutter. I'll take that all day. I hate Cody. I'll take if it's down to those two. It's basically like Hillary and Trump. I'll take Cody's Cutter.
Okay.
So, all right. That is Dynamite, or that is Fyter Fest, night one.
Mm-hmm. Sunday, we'll be back to review NXT's Great American Bash night one.
What belt should I wear?
Look
at that. I have an NXT belt.
I don't care.
You see it, Chris?
I really don't care.
It's nice, right? I might donate a belt to you. I have a Ring of Honor title and a 1999 WWF championship. Which one would you like to borrow?
If you give me a belt, I'm gonna hit it with a hammer, put tape all over it, and put it as a hardcore belt.
We could do that with this one. This is WWF Big Eagle.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just gonna just destroy it with a hammer.
Make sure you get a piece of duct tape and write hardcore across it, then just put it across it.
It's not duct tape. It was masking tape. Weight masking tape.
Oh, masking tape. That's right. God, this thing is fucking huge, man.
That's what she said.
That's what she says when she sees my belts.
Yeah. She's talking about your debt, by the way, not your penis.
What? Do I owe you money? What kind of jab was that? Jesus Christ.
No, it's just all the belts. You're like, oh, wow, that's huge.
My credit jumped 90 points since January. I'm good. You don't believe me? Here's my social security number.
Yeah.
Want my credit card number too, just to check?
I have that.
You do. Fuck, you better delete that shit. You can own me.
Oh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
How much is it for Pornhub a month?
Jesus Christ. I just subscribed to OnlyFans. My wife watches this show. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it.
Hi,
Mom. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Fyter Fest night one in the building. Chris, overall rating, Fyter Fest.
I give it a solid. For the first night, I give it a 3 3/4.
3 and 3.
Yep, 3 3/4. Yep.
I can agree. I concur with your observation.
It was very well done. The storylines leading up to the matches were very well done.
Yes.
Some of the matches faltered, like the private party match. But I think that was the worst match on the card, by the way.
Yeah. Yep. I can agree. I missed the spot and I wanted to talk about it. But is it too late?
No, we can talk about it.
Jericho saying that Ortiz was a future champion and such a great wrestler. I thought he got Santana or Ortiz mixed up. Dude, I can see Santana as a single star. Santana's very good. I think he's very diverse. I think he moves very well in the ring. Ortiz, just the weird faces. I like Santana Ortiz. I love the LAX. But the whole doesn't. I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that,
motherfucker.
What did you just conjoin the two? All right, is that it?
That's it.
That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Don't forget the plug. WWE Network. Wait, nope, that's the wrong one. Wrestling Paradox Podcast on YouTube, right here. Like, subscribe, and share.
And if anyone's asking or going to ask where you can get the shirts from, you can DM us on Twitter for the shirts at Podcast Paradox on Twitter.
Podcast Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, do you ever think we can get Mike on our show? Not that Mike. Mike from CCW who bought us beers.
I don't know. He's not really into wrestling.
I didn't want to say his last name.
Yeah, he's not really into wrestling, so I don't know.
He's a cool guy to talk to.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. All right, cool. I think that's it, Chris.
I think we're done.
You think we're done?
Yeah. 12 was a good number.
12 is a good.
12 was a good. We had a good run. 12 was a good.
We had a good run. Are you saying goodbye?
It's so hard.